of conservation of mass lab, which means that the mass of the reactants, the things that you put into the reaction, equal the mass of the products. So what we're going to use is 15 grams of baking soda. So all we do is just find out what's the mass of this. Oops, this thing sticks. Okay, so it's about 2 grams. So I want 10 grams. I'm just going to move that over to the 10. And then when it gets back to the 0, I will have my 10 grams. This one sticks, so I have to... Okay, so I've got 10 grams. See, that's on the 0. I'm hoping this balances. Alright. I'm going to get a different balance because I'm afraid it won't work. Don't have a good balance. Okay, that's about right. Alright, so then I'm going to take a funnel and I put the baking soda in the balloon. Would you like to sing a song while we try to get the baking soda in the balloon? It's R-E-I-E-I-O, on this one, back up funnel. Okay, it must have had some water in it. Alright, so I'm just going to lay that down. Then I need 30 mils of vinegar, which if this was lab, you'd be pouring it out of a glass. Okay, so I've got my 30 mils of vinegar, and I put that in here. And then this on it.
Oh, that's scary.
Alright, so I'm going to find the new mass, which is just about 100 and it's real important to be super accurate. So it's 144.4. So this is your initial mass. Not bad, Isaiah. Okay. Alright, so then we're going to do the reaction, and I'm just going to make a seal. I'm going to make a seal around this with my hands, but I'm going to lose, about a half a gram because it's just going to leak out. So what evidence do you have that you saw a chemical reaction? Bubbles. And then, yeah, so these two things indicate gas. I feel it. Is it cold? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm having to hold it. I think, yeah. So you can feel that it's cold. All right. And then you do have a color change. It's just kind of hard to tell because you go from a clear colorless liquid and a white powder to a clear colorless liquid and a white powder. But you know how vinegar smells? You want to take a nice whiff of that? Okay. So this is sodium acetate. That's not baking soda in the bottom. Just get it all reacted.
Did you say it was water?
The liquid is water because the reaction, and it's on your lab, is carbon dioxide, water, and sodium acetate. Okay, so we're going to find the new mass, which should be just about the same. We lost a little bit through leaking. Most of the kids lost an 1/8 of a gram, 8/10 of a gram to half a gram. Nobody lost more than a gram. And everybody was super careful on their measurements. So Isaiah, you're pretty good at this. I'm going to have to be my official photographer. Okay, so now we're at 143.5. So that's the final mass. Okay, so you need to have these two numbers on your lab, and the difference is due to that little bit that leaked out. So since your change in mass is your final mass minus your initial mass, so you're going to have a negative number because you lost a little bit of mass. So you just write down what that is, and you put that it leaked out. Okay, and here's the way that you do your observations for liquids. You tell me it's clarity, color, odor, and state. For the solids, color, odor, state, and is it a powder, crystal, or a hunk of metal? And then gas, clarity, color, odor, state. So you describe those things on that little data table that you drew in the back. Isaiah, can you go over there and get that board over there? And that is the lab. So you remember that your evidence was, see the precipitate, the sodium acetate all over there? So you do have a precipitate, and you were going to, is it endothermic or exothermic? Endothermic, because they got colder. And we have this gas reduction. Oh my gosh.
That was scary part of that.
So, did you have an odor change? Definitely have an odor change, Sam. Did you just kind of pay attention to that?
I looked over it.
Okay. But the whole deal, you can use those numbers if you want for your lab.
Oh, okay.
So the whole deal is the mass of the products and the mass of the reactants is equal, except for like what? 9/10 of a gram that was lost. Okay, Isaiah, I think we're done. Thank you very much.
Do they know this is color change?
Oh, yeah. And, huh?
Where's the marker?
Yes.
Where are the markers that you use?
Huh?
Where are the markers that you use?
Right there in that little green thing. But don't make it too long. I can't get it on YouTube if it's too long.
Okay, done. Done.